Speaking about new weapons on the field.
There you go. Speaking of weapons.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins. Possibly. More than likely on the market. Is that a guy that the Detroit Lions can bring in and help improve them from 9-8? Do we give the deep ball assassin Jared Goff another weapon to wing it down there, dude?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. No, DeAndre Hopkins will be a free agent in 2025. He's got a $30 million cap hit next season. The year after that, he's got a $26 million cap hit.
Wow.
And then he's a free agent.
We get him on a discount next year.
Yeah.
If you make that trade, they're stuck paying. He's only $8 million if the Detroit Lions traded for him.
Really?
Yeah, cheaper than DJ Chark.
$8 million.
$8 million.
8.
How much?
8 million. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they take a lot.
They pay the dead cap.
They pay the dead cap.
The following season, then now the Detroit Lions will be on the hook for the $26 million the following year, but they could.
Yeah, his dead cap is.
Let me head over to over the cap like professionals do.
42.
And subtract. Yeah, with that final year. I probably should do this earlier. I apologize.
Yeah.
But no, DeAndre Hopkins for $8 million. I mean, I don't think, in reality, I don't think that it's a move that Brad Holmes and the company would be willing to make.
Hell no.
I think any team that's going to make a move like that, you're absolutely competing for a championship, and you just feel like you're a DeAndre Hopkins away. I don't know, and actually, Brad Holmes said this in the press conference yesterday. He feels there's still like more to grow.
Yes.
So I don't think we're in the business of giving. I said this during the Roquan Swift season 2. A lot of people wanted to trade for him. I had to burp and just won't slow down, so I might just let it out here soon.
Let it go. Let it rip.
Let it go. Feel a lot better. It was a great decision. But the Roquan Smith stuff, or even the who's my man that was in Cleveland, the other backup running back. He's great. Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
We're just not in the position to be giving up like future asset. He's a punter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh, I see what you did there. That's messed up. You totally distracted me. But I don't think the Detroit Lions are in the business of giving up any type of future assets for the right now. Although they had a 9-8 season, I don't think that I don't know though, dude. DeAndre
Hopkins is still one of the best receivers in the game. Obviously, if you're getting $8 million, it's pretty crazy. I saw that they were interviewing Sean Payton, yes. Brain fart. And I highly doubt Sean Payton takes that job if DeAndre Hopkins isn't there.
I agree.
And I don't think whoever the GM for the Cardinals is going to be Bill O'Brien and give up DeAndre Hopkins for the ghost of a running back and a couple picks that don't matter. So I think, like you said, the Lions are very happy with Brad Holmes' success in the draft. They're not going to gamble that away on a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, who will be a plug-in-and-play starter on a playoff team anywhere he goes. But like you said, that is kind of an all-in move. That is a move I could see somebody like the Chiefs make. That is a move I could see somebody the Bills make. That is a move I could see somebody like, I don't know, maybe if they want to extend him, the Bears.
Don't give them any ideas.
The Bears have a lot of money. They have a lot of draft capital.
Don't give them any ideas.
They need receivers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears made a move for him and then extended him long term.
Have you thought about, obviously that would suck if DeAndre Hopkins came, because
yes, it would.
I don't know that Justin Fields is the most talented.
And DeAndre Hopkins in the same division.
The Detroit Lions are definitely taking a corner at that point.
Yes,
they would have to.
1,000%. They'd have to take
10,000%. JB, should the Detroit Lions trade for DeAndre Hopkins?
I mean, if you trade for him, that's a game changer right there. But as you guys said, you are dedicated to pursuing the playoffs, like 100% with DeAndre Hopkins, especially with what you're going to end up taking on with dead cap money the following season. But let me throw this question out there to you guys. He will be 31 coming this upcoming season. What if I told you?
What if I told you?
There was another receiver that was only 2-3 years older than him. That is, among the same type of range that will be a free agent.
Who?
Julio Jones.
No,
hell no. What do you?
Julio's washed.
JB, what? DeAndre Hopkins so much better than Julio.
I know DeAndre Hopkins so much better, but I'm just trying to say the Lions a little bit of money here.
Yeah.
He wasn't utilized well in Tampa Bay. We all know that. He had some injuries going on, and of course, Tom Brady just couldn't get it together. So, would you want to take a flyer chance on Julio Jones at a lower price?
Take a shot for me.
No, not even. I think Julio was there's a reason why the Titans got rid of him, right? He wasn't like worth keeping on the roster at that point.
No, Julio's washed. He still has ballerina dancer feet. Like, he's got these little tiny feet that he can get down in bounds at a tremendous rate, but he's washed. He ain't Julio. He's not Atlanta Julio. He's not Bama Julio.
Yeah, he's not even close. Maybe a red zone threat at this point in his career. Like, if you get him on like a veteran minimum, sure, I'd entertain that. But I just don't even think you need
Mike
that.
Kimber in the Woodward Sports chat says Tom Kennedy over Injury Jones.
That's another thing too. Still getting hurt a lot.
The Great White Hope.
Are you trading for DeAndre Hopkins?
Absolutely not. And to speak on Julio Jones, it's time for him to retire, and it might be almost time for DeAndre Hopkins to retire.
Whoa!
He's too old, too much money, he's hurt all the time, and I'm pretty satisfied with the receiving core the Lions have right now. And plus, they could go out and get another one in the draft that could be just as productive.
Coming off the bench, hot takes, telling DeAndre Hopkins to retire. I love it.
Yeah, you relax.
How many games did he play this year? What?
Well, he was suspended.
Yeah,
he was suspended.
Right.
And he still put up like 717 yards.
He was juicing.
I would take him. He's still. I mean, look.
I don't know. It'd be cool to have DeAndre Hopkins, but like you said, I'm not giving up because you're not going to re-sign him to a big deal. He'll be 33 at the end of this deal. You wouldn't re-sign him to anything unless you're really trying to compete, and at that point, he would be more like Julio Jones at 33 at the end of his career.
But he's just so far from the Julio territory. I don't even.
But it can happen fast.
Comparing him.
Julio wasn't this until he literally went to the Titans.
Here's the one thing you could say about Julio, though. At least I think of it this way: is like you could see him on a trend of like just being hurt every single year.
Yeah.
I'm saying you could see like it happening faster with Julio, where like DeAndre got away with doing steroids for a long time. No, I'm joking. But I know DeAndre's just a whole different class. Like, we did our top 10 receivers, and he was still like
Hopkins to the Jags. I could see that for sure.
That would actually be brilliant for them. I'm telling you guys. I mean, the only reason why I would stress it a little bit as a thought for Brad Holmes, and again, I still don't think we're in the business of giving up assets. It depends what Arizona wants back in return. But as mid as I think Tua is, and we know I see him on the same level as. At some points, maybe like worse to golf. He can run a little bit, though. I will give him that.
Yes.
But you see Tua with two elite receivers and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and he's just a night and day difference. I mean,
I think the Lions have the makings of two elite receivers. I think they already have one. I think Jameson Williams could be there too.
That's what I'm saying. If you add, because Amon-Ra was like a slot guy, right?
Yeah.
If you add Julio, I'm sorry, because you did JB, you POS.
Yeah.
If you add DeAndre alongside J-Mo. And then you got, look how good Tua looked.
Yeah.
With just two of the things. But again, in all reality, though, I just don't feel like the Detroit Lions are in position to give up any type of assets.
No, I don't think so.
What do you think he ends up getting traded for, though?
Probably.
What did the Texans trade him for, actually?
Man, yeah, that is a great
Johnson.
question. I'd have to look at. Yeah, they traded David Johnson.
And a couple picks, too, though,
I think
didn't
some
they?
picks. But.
DeAndre Hopkins trade. We can't both be looking.
I need to. Well, you asked me, and then you started looking up. But I'm gonna.
You talk. I'll look it up.
I don't know at all. So I'm just I think it would probably be a second-round pick somewhere around there, and a young player is what they'd be looking for. I don't know if they still demand a first-rounder for DeAndre Hopkins.
It was DeAndre Hopkins and a fourth-round pick in exchange for David Johnson, a second and a fourth.
Dude, that is just...
So either Bill O'Brien's just as stupid as we call him at that point in life,
yeah.
or Detroit Lions might be able to get him for a little, like on a low.
No, Bill O'Brien. Now, yes. Now they'll be able to get him on the low. Not like anything crazy low, but
all right.
Bill O'Brien is smoking.
I still don't think the Cardinals would prefer anything less than a first for Hopkins. So you got to give up something big for him.
Do you think he goes for a first? I don't know that he goes for a first.
I'd take D-Hop out of those three, King.
Who do you think initiated the Hopkins trade initially? The Cardinals or the Texans?
It's probably Cliff Kingsbury on his way out. Like, hey, they're trying to trade D-Hop. He's just walking out. They fired me, but hey D-Hop's on the table.
It's probably like, hey, D-Hop, bro, they want to get rid of you.
Yeah.
I'm about to go land this Raiders job. Josh McDaniels sucks.
Yeah.
Put you next to Devontae Adams. That would be insane.
That would be pretty dirty.
Tom
Brady goes to the Raiders and they trade for D-Hop.
Let us know in the Woodward Sports chat. I want to know what you guys think that the DeAndre Hopkins goes for. Because at this point, again...
A third and a fifth, said Michael Lunchies. I could see that. You're not going to get a first-rounder for him, I don't think. As good as he is, I think it'll be closer to a second, but...
Damn, dude, I'm trying to think if I'd give up a third and a fifth to risk it.
Yeah.
You know? Well,
I don't know. Brad Holmes makes money in those rounds, man.
he does. Well,
He got Cooper Kupp in what, like the 6th round?
Yeah, but let's need 2. I don't want to give Brad all the credit for the guys the Rams picked.
I mean, he makes
definitely
the
an
boards.
integral part of it, clearly, because killing it here in
Still
Detroit.
doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Still.
Yeah.